We tracking the storm today, and then another one Sunday.
It's been a very busy week in the weather office. I feel like it's kind of been one storm after another. Like, this storm is not even completely over, but we're already talking about the next one. At this point, most of the precip has exited, with the exception of northern and eastern Maine. If we take a look at the radar, you can see still seeing some snow in areas of northern Maine. And then along the immediate down east coastline, that's where we're seeing some of that mixed precipitation there, some sleet and freezing rain. And then right along the coastline there, that's where we have some plain rain. So a lot of precipitation types going on down there because of those marginal temperatures. And then, as I mentioned, some of that snow a bit farther north. So in the next few hours, the rest, or almost the entire rest of this system, will depart. Looking at about 5 p.m., we might still have some mountain snow showers hanging out, and then mostly cloudy throughout the rest of the state. Temperatures will actually be dropping below freezing again, so that does mean that some of that slush or that freezing rain will likely freeze overnight. So things will still be a little bit slippery for both the evening commute tonight and possibly the morning commute tomorrow as well. So as we get into tomorrow, though, we'll start out the day with a lot of sunshine, with the exception of some mountain clouds that'll hang out throughout much of the day. So I think it'll be a bright day and it'll look really nice on Friday, but it won't feel super nice. It'll be very cold in the afternoon, and the wind chill temperatures will be pretty brisk because we'll have a very high wind as well. And then on Saturday, we start out with some sun, but increasing clouds in the afternoon, and that'll be ahead of the next system that we'll have to talk about. I'll talk more about that one coming up in a minute. So if we had a lot going on kind of today, but then we have even more for tomorrow, in the sense that it's going to be very windy. So especially kind of in the early morning, we could get wind gusts up to 45, even 50 miles per hour. So the National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for the entire state here. This is for gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Could see some isolated power outages. Then we also could see some blowing snow in areas, especially up north, where they saw a lot more accumulation today. And then our next system is already starting to come in for the weekend. So this is a look at Saturday at 10 p.m. That's when we'll start to see that snow begin to approach in areas of southern New Hampshire and southern Maine. And then that snow will overspread much of the state overnight into early Sunday morning. This system is fairly similar to the one that we saw today, in the sense that we will have to watch the location of that rain snow line. However, I do think it is a bit more powerful. So overall, we'll end up with a bit more snow in total, and we'll also end up with some more ice. So this is a look at Sunday at 5 p.m. This is also a longer duration system, so it'll last all the way from Saturday night through Sunday night. We'll be watching closely for the placement of that rain snow line in terms of how much freezing rain or sleet we would get. And then behind this system, we could end up with a couple of mountain snow showers through areas on Monday. So how much snow are we thinking in total here? Kind of depends on your location. Along the coastline, we're expecting about 3 to 6 inches. And then we have a stripe of 6 to 10 inches north of the Lewiston area. And then up north is expected to get the most snow here, looking at about 10 to 14 inches. Keep in mind that we do have that change to sleet and freezing rain, especially along the immediate coastline there. So that could cut down on totals a little bit, depending on how early that sleet starts. So in general, the farther south you are, the more precipitation types you will get. Mostly snow in areas of northern Maine, then inland snow to sleet and freezing rain, and then kind of same deal for the coastline, but we could see some plain rain at the end of that system. A lot going on there, I know. Marine forecast sees 3 to 10 feet. There's a gale warning in effect, especially for tomorrow, because it'll be very, very windy over the water. So in terms of the Valentine's Day forecast, I think it's one of those days that looks deceiving, where it's going to look like a nice day when you look out the window, but when you get outside, we have a lot of wind. Brian and Amanda, it's going to be very cold, so it's a good day to kind of bundle up if you are going to be doing something special for the holiday. And then this weekend, if you do have any plans, I would say Saturday is the best bet, because Sunday, it's going to kind of be a mess.
Yeah, all day. Big storm there. Okay, Dana, thanks so much.